Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching. It helps me out massively. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Good morning, good evening, or good night, depending on what time you're watching this. It's Nathan here, and it's time for the newest video. What is up, Self Squad? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome. Okay, guys, I am here to talk about Limitless. I've been avoiding this one for a very long time, as you may have noticed, because Gen 7, Gen 12 Limitless came out. You'd have to level up every single skill individually and be able to do full testing against equal strength players to really be able to test which one would be best. You'd also have to use the behemoths and stuff to be able to make sure that the amount of combat battles in one fight would be pretty much the same as a actual fight. So it's very difficult to really do testing on these skills. But I'm going to go over the things which I have noticed. Now, one of the things which I have noticed is hunter skills have been doing the biggest increase. When you do level them up, 90% of the time the hunters are the ones which are making a bigger difference each time you level compared to leveling an inventory skill, for instance. Now, that doesn't mean you don't want to do any inventory skills, but that just means that the hunter skills are more important. I'll just show you a real quick example, and that is, let's just go on to Arthur, because Arthur is really strong, and this is all three of them, just as they're genuine. As you can see, Essie doing 16k on one of her skills, not that much there, nothing there. And then you've got Derek doing 40k here, 9k there, protecting a few there. And then you've got Arthur smashing a 64k there, 48k there, and 17k there. Now, one thing I have noticed that when you are losing the fight, certain skills do go up higher than others. Now, this depends on how much damage you're dealing to the opponent. So these shielding abilities quite often do increase if you are going to be losing the fight. It doesn't mean they're going to be a lot better, but you will see, for instance, if you're getting absolutely smashed, this skill may actually go down to like 10k, this skill may go up to like 6k or something. You never know. They do fluctuate depending on how strong you are compared to your opponent. So do be wary of that when you do look through your reports. Now, it is good to be able to go up against someone who is similar strength, who is doing a lot of damage to you. Now, one thing I have noticed is on the inventory side of things, Ollie has been the strongest one, even when it comes to not leveling up his skills. When he is basic, he has been beating the other inventory heroes, all of them. I have noticed that he's been very strong with this. So if you look at this, this is just a basic level 4 Ollie. I've only unlocked the resonated skills. I haven't leveled them up at this point, and he was outperforming Kira during Reservoir Raid whilst he has the bonus. Now, when it came to Derek, he was pretty much doing the same as Kira was, and that is without any of the skills unlocked. So, unfortunately, Kira for Reservoir Raid has pretty much been thrown out the window, especially if you're unlocking these Limitless skills. Unlocking Limitless skills takes priority over leveling them. So if you go to this, if you unlock one of the skills, you actually get either an additional skill on it, or it reduces the amount of turns it takes, which does so much more than just increasing the percentage ever so slightly. So unlocking the skill is so much more important than actually leveling the skill. And as I said, leveling the skill, the hunters is making a considerable more difference in pretty much every generation. So you are wanting to focus these. Now, certain hunters have certain skills which you do want to focus on. For instance, when it comes to Arthur, his best skills is his first and his third. You're really wanting to level up his first skill the most, then his third skill, then his second skill. And this isn't like most things where you try to level them out, where you're getting them all to 4, all to 5. Each level costs the exact same amount. It costs you 70 frags to be able to level. You get 10 per, costs you 70 per level. So this, you could literally just get that first skill all the way to 10, then the third skill all the way to 10, and then the second skill all the way to 10. So in my personal opinion, I would be focusing on this Arthur, getting his level to 10, then putting him as lead when joining the rally to make sure that his skill is active. So that is my personal opinion when it comes to him. He is actually one of the strongest ones. Connor is very strong, but I haven't seen as much of a difference when it comes to him. But we haven't had people pushing him to the max yet. Now, when it comes to Connor, his third skill was strongest, then his first skill was second strongest. So on Connor, I'd be going 3-1-2, and on Arthur, I'd be going 1-3-2. Now, afterwards, I would actually be going Derek's third skill. That's if you're not using Ollie. I'd be doing Derek's third skill afterwards, pushing that skill. But in my personal opinion, you should be leveling up his first and second and putting him onto a strong Ollie. Ollie makes a bigger difference than Derek does. And I would be leveling his top 2 skills over his bottom one. His top 2 skills make a bigger difference than his bottom one. His bottom one does not play into it quite as much as his top 2. So in my personal opinion, I would be focusing on the first 2 skills on the inventory, whatever inventory you are using, and I would be putting Ollie attached to them. Obviously, that is my personal preference. Now, one thing a lot of people may be a little bit upset about is Joker is no longer the strongest. They didn't give him any sort of resonant limitless skills. Now, don't get me wrong, when I've compared Joker to the other Rider heroes, he has been outperforming them without the abilities. Now, I have seen SE doing a lot more difference than Joker once they start to unlock the 3 skills. Now, I can't tell you exactly where, because people level them up differently. Personally, when it comes to SE, I would be leveling up the 3rd skill, then the 1st, then the 2nd. But obviously, once you've unlocked all 3 of these, I would be using her over Joker. 1, it would stop you from getting so many injured, but 2, she is a lot stronger than people give her credit for now. So this is just on Generation 9. Now, obviously, when it comes to Generation 10, Strings will outperform both of them. He is a lot stronger. Laura will outperform a Derek, but I would believe Ollie will be doing better than Laura. I haven't seen a max Laura, but Ollie has been doing better than Laura through the reports I have been looking at. Now, Connor, I haven't seen a Connor outperform an Arthur yet. Arthur has been doing more damage than Connor through what I have seen, but once again, I haven't seen a maxed Connor. Now, when it comes to these 3, the ones which I would be focusing on the skills, once again, would be the Hunter. Now, as I said, these are the ones which have been doing the best. The Hunters have been doing the strongest damage out of them. Tina has been 1st skill, 3rd skill, 2nd skill. Then it was probably Hank's 1st skill. Then it went to Courtney's 2nd skill. But one thing I would do is I would try and push the Arthur side of things, and then keep Arthur for a generation while you push the next one being Laura or Strings. I wouldn't be trying to push all 3 of them, because it will make one of them be lacking, and the next generation if you've already got Arthur max, you may as well start getting Laura maxed. Now that's my sort of personal opinion on the skills which I have seen so far. So I did try Dylan, and he was not that great. Even with his max skills level 7, he was good for certain things such as trap and behemoth rallies, but when it came to PvP, he was lacking. Arthur outperformed him, and Connor outperformed him through what the reports which I have seen. I haven't seen Ollie be outperformed yet. So personally, I would be using Ollie, Essie, and Arthur for Generation 9. For Generation 10, I would be using Ollie on Laura. I'd be using Arthur once again, and I would be using Strings. Now, as I said, that's how I would level the skills. When it comes to the actual heroes, I would still make sure that the inventory is the one which I am focusing on to get the stats. Because you are wanting that attack and defense to really push the troops which you're using during the fight. Okay, so I hope this kind of clarified it. As I said, I can't give you a definitive answer. This is just what I have seen, but this is how I personally would focus these. Okay, guys, I would like to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helps you out on what choices you're going to be making when it comes to Limitless. Hopefully I shall see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching. Much love to you all, and have a good night, guys. Peace!